He is worried about the kidnapping of a U.S. pool.
Here's Deborah.
Thanks, Joe. Athletic stardom is something to which many are called but few are chosen. The odds of making it to Olympic competition are among the stiffest. Still, that hasn't stopped our Sportsman of the Week from following his dream. His name is Larry Holliday. His dream is to be an Olympic skater. It is a dream that was born 14 years ago on a Chicago playground ice rink.
The very first day that I got on the ice, I always dreamt of going to an Olympic Games. I would hum the anthem, the Olympic theme.
So he skated, focusing on his goal, never straying from it, and his skills improved to the point that he's now ranked 10th in the country by the U.S. Figure Skating Association. But it's been a tough, expensive climb. 7 days a week, Larry leaves the one-room apartment he shares with his mother at 2:30 in the morning. For the next 3 hours, he delivers newspapers to over 400 homes. Until recently, he also delivered pizzas, while his mother worked 2 and 3 jobs at a time, both of them striving to keep the dream alive and to do it on their own.
It's kind of hard to ask for help because you feel like a beggar, I guess. And I don't want people to think that I'm a beggar.
The thrust has to come off the ball of the foot.
Some of the money they earn pays for coaching. Usually twice a week after his paper route, Larry drives 200 miles to Indianapolis to work with Peter Colin, who says Larry has talent, but that it needs nurturing.
Because of his situation where he has to keep the hours that he keeps, it does distract from a good, normal training routine. He has to work at both ends of the clock, and that's not fair to the body.
Most of Larry's ice time comes during the cheaper and infrequent public sessions. Consequently, he skates about half the time his competitors do. His body gets a workout off the ice as well. It all adds to the physical toll.
It's an all-day job every day of the year. It takes everything out of you. And so far, I've given everything that I have.
So Larry pushes, and his mother continues to be his #1 booster.
You just keep pushing. You just keep hoping that maybe, all the work is not in vain. And when you see him making the progress that he's made over the years, and you watch him grow in this, and a parent can't help but be proud, can't help but try to find ways to keep him in it regardless of the expense.
But for mother and son, the expenses continue to mount. Performance costumes are just part of an estimated $35,000 a year needed to prepare for an Olympic tryout. The Hollidays are on their own, but they have no regrets.
I feel that whatever you're given in life, you have to accept that. And so you just take it as it goes.
And so it went until Elma Douglas happened to see Larry at an ice rink 2 months ago. She was dazzled by his skating, but even more impressed by him as a person and what he might mean to the black community.
All the kids in the community ever really get to hear about and see in the papers with these dope and gangs and violence. And here was something really good that they could kind of latch on to, and maybe even the younger ones could aspire to.
So this 71-year-old retired school teacher living on a fixed income took some much-needed savings and paid for a full-page newspaper ad in the Chicago Defender. The ad asked for financial help for Larry, and a bank responded by setting up a trust fund. Chicago's Mayor Richard Daley sent a check. Other community leaders, like Father George Clemens, wanted to meet the 25-year-old skater to see how he could help. And in the meantime, Larry sticks to his exhausting routine. His new supporter continues to search for more backers.
With his competitors out there working for 5 and 6 hours every day, steadily, it's awfully hard for him to remain as competitive as he could be for his talent with this kind of piecemeal kind of practice. Good black role models. This is certainly one of the best. He needs his chance.
Larry takes his first step toward 1992 this week. He'll be skating in an Olympics festival in St. Paul, Minnesota.